Have you ever wondered how to talk to someone about safer sex issues, STDs, and what you like in bed?
Have you freaked out when it was time for the talk because you didn't know what exactly was supposed to be in the talk or if it was a good time to have it?
This is Reid from readaboutsex.com.
And this is Cathy Vartuli from theintimacydojo.com.
And he has an amazing elevator speech for safer sex that works really well, and it's actually kind of fun. It's been fun to do.
So basically the idea is a lot of people stumble on the safer sex conversation or don't initiate it because they don't know what to say or how to get it all out. And then what we end up doing is we end up waiting for the other person to make the move and initiate the conversation.
Sometimes it never comes. Like, the longer you wait, the more awkward it is to talk about it.
Yeah, because most people don't know how to have the conversation, so no one initiates it. And then, like, you're in the middle of the sex, and then you're like, I should really be talking to this person about safer sex. And it just gets worse and worse and worse. So here's a quick formula that you can go to readaboutsex.com and search for elevator speech or safer sex elevator speech, and it'll pop up. But this formula is really useful. It's really short. You can probably, with a little bit of practice, get it down to 2 to 3 minutes, like your elevator pitch. But the most important thing, aside from initiating the conversation, is it's a huge tool for assessing where the other person is in their world, like how well they can speak about their likes and dislikes around sex, what their status is. So it gives you tons of information. So I just recommend that whenever you're wondering when is the time to have the conversation, that's your sign, that's your signal to initiate the conversation. And basically what I do is I say, would you like to hear my safer sex elevator speech?
Yes, please.
Yes. Well, so we have this. Some of you might find these lying around in some cool places of the world. But this is basically my safer sex elevator speech in a handy-dandy little door hanger. And thank you, Good Vibes, Good Vibrations, for helping me print these up. So that's a shout-out to Good Vibes. But basically, the elevator speech goes like this. You're going to share what your status is, like when were you last tested, what were you tested for, and what were your stats. Then you're going to share whatever your relationship agreements are, what your relationship status is, and then throw in any information that you think is important for the other person to know. I'm straight, I'm gay, I use, male pronouns, like whatever things you need to drop in so somebody actually gets to know you a little bit better. Then what you're going to share is whatever your safer sex protocols are. So we need condoms for this, we need dental dams for that, we need gloves for this, I need you to bark like a dog, whatever those things are. Then you're going to share, and it sounds like a lot, but it's actually, once you get the hang of this, it's quite simple. Then you're going to share any new news around sex stuff that you need to let somebody know. Like, last week I had a condom mishap and it fell off, and so I haven't been tested since when I told you, and so this is new information. So basically any risky sexual things that have happened you want to update people on. And then you end with, here's something that I like sexually or sensually, here's something that I don't like sexually or sensually. And that could be stuff that you're actually up for maybe playing with them, or just things in general.
And just so you know, just because you have this talk doesn't mean you're ready to jump into bed. You can even specify this.
I actually get to know people by using the safer sex elevator speech first. But that's me, and I'm basically, if I can scare you away immediately, then it's probably better. It's the people that I can't scare away that I should probably be hanging out with. And then at the very, very end of your elevator speech, you ask them, and how about you? Which is your way of inviting them to share back with you. You've already role modeled a way for them to kind of have the conversation if they don't have a way of having it. And then it gives you that next 2 to 4 minutes, you get to learn volumes about this person.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. Shall we try?
Yes.
Kathy, would you like to hear my safer sex elevator speech?
I would.
Thanks. And I'll talk to you guys. So I was tested a month and a half ago. I was tested for chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, and HIV. I tested clear for all of that. I have herpes 1. So if you don't want herpes, please do not sleep with me. I cannot guarantee that I won't give it to you. My relationship status is I am a big old slut. I sleep with a lot of people. Whatever you think a lot is, put another 0 on it. Maybe we're getting there. But I'm in a primary relationship with my partner, Allison. She knows that I'm a slut, so I'm not cheating on her by having this conversation with you. And my relationship agreements are I'm basically a free agent. As long as I'm playing safe, I can do whatever I want, and the people that I'm lovers with, they're okay with that. So what does playing safe mean? My safer sex needs are condoms for any kind of penetration. That includes if you're penetrating me. If we need to use dental dams or condoms for oral sex, that's totally cool. Just let me know. We can negotiate that on a need-by-need basis. I also like using latex gloves or non-latex gloves for playing sometimes, especially if I'm playing with lots of people in the same day, because I feel like I just can't wash under my fingernails just the right way. So if I use latex gloves on you, please don't take that personally. And I have some friends that are so into latex gloves, if you snap one, they're like Pavlovian dogs. They just get horny. So latex can be good sometimes. There's no sex mishaps or anything I need to update you on. Something I love making out, love taking showers with people, and I actually love strap-on play as well. Something I don't like, do not tickle me, do not smack me. All right, pain is not erotic for me. I'm sorry if that is erotic for you, and now you're like, I can't hit Reid. But that's just the way it is. So that's a little bit about me. How about you? And that's when you get to learn tons and tons and tons from people based on how and what they say.
Yes.
Awesome. So that's it.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, and it can make a really big difference in your relationship if you're talking about this or potential relationships. Because it does help you evaluate. And I've had lots of fun on third dates where we weren't planning on sleeping together right away, but we had this conversation, and the conversations afterwards were a lot juicier.
And it's a great way to open up and give people permission that it's okay to talk about sex. Your safer sex elevator speech doesn't have to be, this dark, heavy, oh my God, if I have a conversation about this, you'll never sleep with me. You can make it as fun and as goofy, I try to role model that, as possible. But of course, let it come out your way.
Yeah.
Don't try to do your elevator speech the same way that I would. Be you.
Yeah.
Don't be somebody
I'm much
fake.
shyer, and I tend to blush, but it's still fun.
So thank you for role modeling for other people that it's okay to talk about this.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Leave your comments, questions, let us know what you think. And have you had your safer sex elevator speech today?